Chapter 11. It's Larks' turn to run from the chapel. Christmas on Sunday. It had been glorious until the very moment when it was not. Lark was home from college for the holiday. I told her that we'd be going to church. She was welcome to join us, but I had no expectations. She was an adult and could do what she wanted. She came. I felt nervous but hopeful that it would be nice to all be together. Not 10 minutes in, and sitting on the fourth row with a stone-silent chapel, she got up and ran out. Sheer panic and adrenaline hit me. Had her old leader sitting across the aisle said something to her? What had gone wrong? I checked our Ring doorbell. She was home. I checked it again. She was carrying stuff out the front door. Was she leaving? Was this going to be the worst Christmas ever? Did she hate me? I told her she didn't need to come. I panicked. I ran from the silent chapel, my son right behind me. We drove home so fast, trying to beat her before she left, praying it wasn't too late as my heart was jumping out of my chest, flopping around, about to die. We got home. Her car was still there. I ran in. She was just taking trash out and wasn't leaving. Swoosh, a massive letdown of emotions. And then we were both sobbing in each other's arms. She was so triggered being back at church. She panicked and fled. It broke my heart. I was the worst mom ever to have had my baby week after week attending a place where she didn't feel safe or protected. I was getting what was overdue for me, I supposed. Between sobs, I apologized. I had no idea the harm I was causing by wanting and forcing what I thought was righteous and good upon her while she was a teen. It was neither for her. I couldn't force her to have a nice relationship with God, just like you wouldn't be forced, or your teen, or anyone else, because that's a two-person connection, and we aren't one of those two people. I also don't mean to go to the other extreme of leaving religion altogether either. We each get to make our personal and parental decisions with our unique situations and children in mind. Yes, institutional trauma is alive and well in every institution, religious included. They're all run by fallible humans. You get to decide what's a deal breaker for you. And so do our kids. This is actually the foundation of Christ's whole ministry, agency. Have you noticed my cover art? It's a concept from Joseph Albers. He theorized that all colors are relative. He wrote Interaction of Color in 1963, a color theory genius that is still used today. Please take a moment to look at the half circles on the cover. How would you describe each of the inner shades of red? Also, I paper crafted the cover myself just for you. Isn't it so fun? It was the perfect Fall Friday activity. Does one red look darker, lighter, more garish or rich? Which one is your favorite? How about the back cover? The two teal circles in the middle. And what about the mustard inner circles? Does one appear brighter while the other is more dull? Lighter while the other is darker? Now look again. They are all the same, red, teal, and mustard. It's the influence of the surrounding color that makes them each appear different. Our visual interpretation sees the colors incorrectly. We think they're two different colors, but they're not. Wild, yes? So too are our children. It is what we see surrounding them, our perception, our beliefs, our comparisons, our preferences and biases that alters how we see them, who we think they are. As parents, the best way to fix our teens is to choose the lens through which we see them, ourselves, and the future with love. It's emotional intelligence to be able to see the different lens options. We can then pick out the surrounding colors to make them beautiful and give understanding. We are the ones who choose to see our kids as failures or successes, lovable or awful, smart or incompetent, good or bad, doomed or destined. The teen is the same either way. Then we parent them according to our lens. Have you noticed I didn't fix my teen? Does this free you or deflate your hopes? I hope you're not disappointed. We desperately want to find the magic pill, secret formula, or instant band-aid. But that negates our work and growth. It's okay if you're upset. I set you up with it for the title, How I Fixed My Teen. I did this because it's human nature to look outside of ourselves for the problem, not in the mirror. They're the ones who need to obey. They're the ones acting crazy. They're the ones who are lying, stealing, and being stupid. Of course, it's easy to see them as the problem. Sorry for the bait and switch, but it's just like the time I got you to try avocado toast, which you swore you'd hate, but now you claim as life-changing. It's because sometimes I know exactly what will work, my friend. You're here because you've tried lots of ways to get them to shape up. Those tactics have not worked, or you wouldn't still be looking, reading books like this. Let's have a moment of silence for your dying expectations that someone holds the secret to getting teens to do what parents want. Silence. Okay, now let's own what is actually true. Our kids are just a God-given, excruciating, and exhilarating invitation to evolve and become our best selves. Lark invited me to challenge myself, to grow up, to see her color differently than I was. I am forever grateful that she's my baby girl. As I mentioned at first, she's still challenging me. I'm not sure I'll be invited to the possible upcoming wedding, but that's not even the point. When I do my part of remaining an emotional adult, growing up what needs to be grown up, I can love her and myself fully. This feels amazing for both of us. Becoming an emotional adult is the only thing parents need to grasp their best selves, find peace, and help their kids the very most. It's also the arrival point of following my 9-step process. Step 1, expectations need to be in check. Step 2, love all of yourself. Step 3, stop judging you and them and start embracing being wrong. Step 4, look at all social and cultural norms and toss the ones causing harm. Step 5, untangle yourself from your kid. Step 6, own that you're a good parent. Step 7, understand the difference between victim and villain. Don't be either. Step 8, adjust your pack. You're not supposed to do everything by yourself all at once. Step 9 is for us to fix our perspective and approach. This is the culmination of all the steps, and it's called being emotionally mature. We need to turn inwards to adjust how we're seeing us and them. Let's learn how to unconditionally love. We want our lens to become clear of the mess that judgment, resentment, shame, and hurt blur it with. Then we can help our kids form our best, most powerful selves. Love, my friend. Love deeply. First yourself and then your babies. Love your spouse, your ex, the person who ruined your day or life. Love the stranger and the enemy. It's not the higher thing to hold a high standard for others to meet before you love them. How they behave as a human is between them and their maker. It's the worst form of blasphemy to take on Christ's name while you treat his babies with conditional love, judge them, reject them, and shame them. He wouldn't. And I want to make sure you know that this means towards yourself as well as others. My dear friend, you are good. You are worthy of love and respect right now, in this moment, regardless of anything in the past. And so are our babies. It's a tough habit to break, this default human thinking thing that we must earn our value or love. Nope. I love you and believe in you. I've shared with you some of my darkest moments and deepest hurts. You are worth me standing naked emotionally before you, just like Larks said when I asked her permission. If it would help one person not endure what I have, then I'm willing. This is me being willing. I want you and your family to be the very best. Oh, how I hope you feel your value and significance. We are the changers of what is broken in our world and family, you and I. I wanted to end this book with the story of Lark and me still having wounds, but being able to work them out so much healthier. This is what is realistic. When she ran from church, we were able to immediately communicate with love. I could see her more accurately than the time I was sent running from the chapel. There was a world of difference in our ability to connect and recover, all because of the lens I chose to see her with this second time around. This is the fact of it. Your kid might run out of church or the house or yell at dinner. It's 100% sure that struggles will come to both our households in the future. The point isn't to get to some non-existent space of enlightenment and healing that doesn't include emotional turbulence. The point is to learn the skills of navigating that turbulence with little to no long-term damage. The goal is to have peace and confidence during our hard times. That is more attainable. It also feels really good because of the confidence that you know you can handle whatever comes around the corner. It begins with vulnerability, that seemingly weak, small, insignificant, and unpleasant act of honesty. This highly vulnerable book has changed me for the better, as I hope it has for you. Then we need to recognize all of the lens options available to us. Why would certain ones be appealing? And do they cave to pride and ego or build sustainable love and trust? This takes a good amount of confidence. When we acknowledge unhelpful lenses that we've been using, it's not so that we can beat ourselves up. It's so that we can see what we're doing and choose something better. It's both scary and liberating. Are you ready? This is the kind of fix that actually works and feels amazing for everyone. And now it's your turn. What is your story? Where are the hurts that never see the sunshine? One of my first and most memorable clients recently emailed me to let me know how things are going. She said that her self-esteem is so much better, even though there have still been some bumps in the road. She and her teen have had a better relationship. She then told me how invaluable our time together was because she no longer freaks out trying to manipulate the situation, blowing it up even bigger. Instead, her daughter confided in her and let her teach her a few ways to help with her emotions. This wonderful mom is blessing her entire family and future generations through her willingness to seek help, evolve her emotional skills, be vulnerable, see herself clearly, and how she could adjust herself to help her daughter, and then be brave enough to teach her family. She is building a beautiful legacy of emotional health and healing. Emails like this fill my soul with more happiness and overwhelming love than I can even put on paper. What do you want your legacy to be? I want to hear from you. You can email me at heather@heatherfrazier.com or grab a half hour with me here on my website. In less than an hour, I'll pinpoint where you can start where you're stuck, or anything else you'd like help with. I love providing a first free consultation, and of course, we can discuss working together if you'd like. Too shy, not ready? I still love you, and I understand. Remember, love is meeting others where they are. It's totally fine if this is where you're at. You can come find me on your terms. I've got a podcast, a digital course, and more things to explore on my website right here. XOXO. HeatherFrazier.com. I'll be waiting and sending you love and the very best. That's what you deserve. Forever your bestie, Heather.